Hello guys and girls, this is Commander Gunner Quid, and this is going to be our second rare trading video, so stay tuned. Alright, so right now we are in our Type 6. We upgraded it from the Cobra after running the Part 1 route for a couple of runs, maybe 3 runs, and I had enough currency to upgrade my Cobra to a Type 6 transporter. We are running roughly, let's see where we're at, statistics, 9.37 mil, 9.397 mil in our total assets. We have about 6 mil in our pockets. I've run this route a few times to actually get rough estimates of it. My ship itself costs 3.10 million, or 3.1 million, sorry, credits. And let's see the fitting on it. I'm gonna go to outfitting. I just put point defense. You don't need to. It doesn't add mass. It doesn't take away from mass. It just helps when your NPCs or players interdict you and they launch missiles or limpets or whatever you want. It's not gonna hurt your travel distance. I went with lightweight alloys, A2 power reactor, because this ship does have a lot of heat problems. I can probably go down to D2, but then I'll have a massive heat problem, so I went with an A2. It provides me with more than enough fuel, and just for 0.3 more tons, not a big difference in the travel. Went with D4 thrusters, A4 frameshift drive. That's what provides you the maximum distance. D2 life support, D2 power distributor, just enough to get that one burst of boost. D2 sensors, of course a maximum fuel tank, maximum capacity slots, D3 sensors, can't equip with 2 class, so D is going to be your best bet, and the D is just the lightest version. And your livery, I just put my trader decals on here, and that's my ship. I have more than enough power to use, so I don't have to manage any of that. I hold roughly 104 tons of cargo. Fuel capacity is 10 tons, and yeah, there's the rest of it. My one thing you want to look at is your jump range. 30 light year jump range with no cargo, roughly 19.5 light years with cargo. So that's a neat little thing to look forward to. Alright, so let me load up the route that we're going to be doing real quick. Alright guys and girls, this is the map we're going to be using. It's a rough 2-dimensional map compared to our 3rd-dimensional plane that we're using game. But first you're going to start at Witch Hall, or you're going to start at Zeons. Whichever one you're closer to is where you're going to start at. If you start at Witch Hall, you're going to go there, you're going to dock at Hornby Terminal. You're going to pick up all the loot that's available there. Should be roughly 9 tons or similar to there. You're going to go to Fusion, you dock there at Fulton Station, pick up 10 tons of cargo or whatever is available. Now there is a short detour between Fusion and 39 Tory. I don't know the name off the top of my head, but I'll put it in an annotation later on. It's about 30-minute super cruise drive. It's about 1 million light seconds away from the nav beacon. You can go there if you need to take a break while you're running your routes. You can AFK while your ship is flying towards it for about 30 minutes. Or you don't have to. It's worth 20 tons of cargo though, which is roughly equivalent to 450 to 600 credits when you sell it. It's kind of neat, nifty. You don't have to do it though. Either you're going to take that detour or you're just going to go straight to 39 Tory, dock at Porta, pick up roughly 17 tons of cargo. You don't have to go to Based. You can skip it. I always go to it for another 10 tons of cargo at the Hart Station. I'm going to go to Zeus, whatever you want to, it's weird. Dock at the Nickel or hangar. Pick up roughly 16 tons of cargo. Then you're going to go to George Pence's. Pick up about another 16 tons of cargo at the Zamka. I'm not sure the exact name for the rest of the station, but Zamka. Now, if you have a smaller ship, that your cargo is usually full by then, you can go straight to Zeons. Or if you have a bigger ship with a little more cargo, say about what, 29, about 30 more cargo slots, you can go over to Epson Indy, pick up another roughly 11 tons at the Mansfield Orbital. Go to Altair at Solo Orbital and pick up another 18 tons, and then you can bring in your trek all the way down to Wincy. Now this is a medium or small outpost only, so large ships, sorry for you. But it's going to give you the most profit for your items that you picked up on the route on the top half of this map. There's nothing to pick up there, so you just sell everything. You make roughly, with 100 tons of cargo, probably about 1.7 million for just this top half. Then you're going to go to Zeance. You're going to pick up at Zeance. It's usually 1 to 2 tons of cargo there, nothing fancy. Then you're going to go Lave, pick it up. Leslie, pick it up. Deso, pick it up. O'Hare, or pick them up. Now, depending on how much cargo you have left, if you have 14 more tons of cargo, you can go to Uza, or you can just go straight and skip it. Now, this Shinrarta, you need Founder's World permit. If you don't have it, you can never go there. Sorry, it's 5 tons of cargo that you're missing out on. I don't have it, so I'm missing out on 5 tons of cargo that I would like to have, but you just repeat this as soon as you get to Witch Hall Terminal. You sell all your cargo and pick it all up again, do the route all over again. You can take that 30-minute detour right here between these two systems. If you needed to like go bio, or you needed to make some food real quick, or you need to stretch your legs, it is a 30-minute drive. And then you just keep this route going over and over and over and over and over. But that's the route we're going to be using. So without further ado, I'm going to get in game. Alright, now that we have our route planning underway and we know where we're going to go and when we're going to do it, we're going to go to Starport Services and we're going to buy the cargo that we're already at. I am at the Zeance system at the Ridley Scott Terminal. Let's go. Commodities Market and Leathery Egg. They offer 1 leathery egg here. You purchase it for 24,000 credits. It's quite a bit for an item, but you can also make quite a bit from selling this item. I already picked it up. It's in my cargo right now. They don't offer anything else, sadly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to every other system in this leg, pick up all the cargo, and then when I finish picking up the cargo, I'll show you everything I have in my cargo hold, and we'll plot our route to the next leg of the journey. Alright, and welcome back. This is the last leg of our journey. We are at Uza System, the guest installation. You're going to dock. Now, if you have Founder's World permit, you can continue on to the Shinra Dazra station or system and pick up another 5 tons, give or take. Every respawn is estimated. It's not always the same. Sometimes it's +1, sometimes -2. It's roughly estimated, so keep that in mind. You're not always going to have the same cargo every time you do this, and your buddy might have a different number than you have. He picks up 5 tons, you pick up 8 tons, and he's like, where's my other tons at? But yeah, it's randomly generated. Every player has their own cargo limit, or cargo spawn for the rares. Now, if you look right here at my compass, it directs you towards the landing pad, and that is a neat little trick you can use. A lot of people I've been telling that to have actually told me that they never noticed that, and of course our rough landing, because I'm talking and not paying attention. But yeah, your compass right here, it points directly towards the landing pad, so when you enter a system, obviously when you're going into a system, it's going to be pointing towards the door, or the station. It's going to point towards the door, but as soon as you pass the door, it points right at your landing pad, and that's how you know where your pad's at. Instead of looking around 3 or 4 different times trying to find it, just use your compass, it points right at it. Alright, so we're going to pick up our very last item here, which is the tree grub. And they're out of supply. Now see, this leg of the journey we're only going to pick up about 40 tons of cargo. And there's all of our items. So now let's plot our long distance journey. Obviously we're going to refill. Between Zeance and Uza, don't refill. You're just wasting money, because you're carrying more weight and then it costs more fuel to carry that way. It's just wasting money. But before you depart to the next leg of the journey, always refuel. Alright, we're going to go to Witch Hall. Make sure we're on fastest route, which we are. And we don't have enough fuel to get there. So we're going to follow this dotted lineup until we see the last leg of the journey right here. Tufla. apparently. Let's check the system out. Alright, so we're going to spawn on this star right here. The planet orbiting is 0.03 AU from the star, so that's relatively close, probably about within 100 light seconds. And there's an independent station we can dock there to get fuel. So we'll make a route to this system. Obviously it's not going to be accurate as long as you see this percent forming every time you click route. It's not 100% complete in generating a route. Like, there's always going to be another possibility you can use. Now of course you can wait it out and get the best possibility, or you can just hit plot route and go. So alright, we'll get to travel these journeys, and I'll be back as soon as we get to Witch Hall Terminal. Alright, welcome back. We are at Hornby Station, and it only took us about 12 minutes with that midpoint stop to refuel. Now, of course, you had a fuel scoop. It'd probably take you about 10 minutes, but I'd lose out on cargo. But since I'm not holding a maximum cargo, then it would be advisable to put a fuel scoop on. So, it's give and take pull, but it took me roughly 20-25 minutes to gather the materials, about 10-15 minutes to travel to this station through the series of jumps. Let's see, here was my calculator. Alright, so we have a total of how much crap, wrong button, walk with me here. 6,208,530 credits. Let's get to selling. Of course, refuel and all that. I'm gonna leave that like that. We'll worry about that price later. Alright, so we bought this for a decent profit. We doubled the profit on that one item, so it's kind of nice to get. Alright, sell all the things. We don't want any of it. We're not going to pick the beef up, so we'll just keep selling everything. And I think that's everything. We got a cargo? Yep. Alright, so we have 6,928,483 credits. So that leg of the trip, we made about 700,000 credits. For about 30 minutes of work, 7,000 credits isn't too bad. This second part right here is the better part of the journey, where you're going to pick up all your money. And like I said last time, I've made 1.5 million just for this leg of the journey. I'll load up on this real quick, and I'll travel out to the detour location and show you exactly what I'm talking about. So also take note, this is a fancy little maneuver here. Let me pull up the map again. The ship takes really long to launch, so I'm not really concerned about that part. Alright, so we're going to go to Fusion. Plot her out. And it's only one jump there, so cool. So when you exit the station, there's a neat little trick. If you look at your compass, the system we're going to is directly behind us. So it's on the exact opposite side of the station that we're going to. But if you go this way, dot up to full, boost out of the station, flight assist off as soon as you hit your maximum speed. That way you keep your trajectory and speed relative. Then you just point your ship towards the beacon for the next system, and you wait until your mast lock falls off. See, we were roughly, well, it was pretty close, almost behind it, I guess. And then you wait for your mast lock to fall off. Max lock falls off. Turn back flight assist on. Throttle to full. By the time you finish charging, you'll be entering jump. Or waiting for your speed to catch up. One of those two. So that's a neat little trick. Alright, I'm going to go to Fusion, collect my materials, and then I'm going to show you the detour if you want to take a 30-minute break. Alright, stay tuned. Alright, and we are back. I am right here at Fusion, finished picking up all my cargo and everything. Now, the detour for this route is a system called Garas. It is right here. It's roughly 17.73 light years from us. Our normal route would take us to 39 Tauri, well, RE, not IR, which is roughly 13.2 light years away. You don't have to take this route, you can take this route. And we're going to plot a route to it. We're going to look at the system real quick to see. Your warping point is going to be right here for some reason. That's where it warps us into. Normally you go to this one, but I guess, yeah, this has more mass. Well, let's find out. Yeah, it has like 0.1 more mass, barely. But we're going to go to this one called your chicken or whatever port. A lot of people pronounce it just your chicken. So that's kind of neat. So we're going to go here. As soon as you enter this system, there's going to be a white dwarf, so you're going to have to pull away really fast before you get pulled out of warp. Super Cruise. Then you're going to commence your journey all the way up to here, which is going to be roughly 1,000 AU or about 1 million light seconds away, which is about 30 minutes. And we're going to dock at your chicken. The bonus or the benefit to this is you get to take a break. You don't have to go there if you don't want to go there. It's kind of neat to take a break once in a while. 30-minute break, get up, stretch your legs, make a sandwich, walk the dog, whatever you want to do. It's kind of neat to do. But I'll show you as soon as we get there what you want to do. Alright, so there's the white dwarf. You want to immediately pull away opposite of it, or else you're going to get pulled in and pretty much kill yourself. Alright, so we are going to go down to your chicken, right here. It's like your well, pretty much your chicken, I guess, if you want to pronounce it. 1 million light seconds away, so it's on the opposite side of the star that we're at. Alright, so the evil star we can't actually see because it's on the other side of my panel, or maybe. No, we can't see it. Unless I turn over. But generally, when you're traveling to it, you want to point down here at the lower part where the circle has a little notch coming out of the bottom. And pretty much just let it autopilot there while you get up, take a break, enjoy your route, and do whatever you have to do for about 30 minutes because that is how long it's going to take. I'll be back once I get there and I'll show you what's there. Alright, and we finally made our 30-minute trip to your chicken. Your chicken, what are you going to call it? Let's see what they have to offer us. That's Commodities Market. And scroll down to Gerswain Guesbeer. 27. Alright, and we are paying a grand total of 12,000 credits for this. Let's bring out our calculator. 12,000. No. 27. They sell for 16,000 credits a piece. So almost 430,000 credits for this one item right here. Well, all 27 of them. So about $500,000 for a 30-minute trip. Is it worth it? Not necessarily. Is it worth it if you want to take a break? Yes, because you can leave your autopilot going for 30 minutes. I say it's autopilot. It's more like just super cruise and straight line for 30 minutes. Get some food in you, use your bathroom, walk your dog like I said. Come back, dock station, then continue your route. Go to 39 Tauri, base, Z's, George Pantis, Epson Indy, Altair. Buying a bunch of goods. Go over to Winty, dock the outpost, sell all your goods, jump back to Zeonce, do it again. Make about, like I said, between 2 million and 2.5 million per route. Route's going to take you about an hour to complete, so you can do the math yourself, but it'll add up over time. I'm going to make a part 3. Part 3 is going to be the larger rare trading route. I think it is a 70 something station route. Mainly designed for ASPs and above. Alright, this has been Commander Gunner Quid, and fly dangerously. Alright guys and girls, this is Gunner Quid, and this is Fight Club, round 4. This is our group, and we are about to...